crowds are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Houston Texans. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I like the strategy.
You said what?
Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
218, chopper. Check 4, check 4. Check alert. Regular.
Oh, no.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Middle. He's crossing.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
Right?
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Oh, that's cool.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. To throw is Cousins. Completes it to Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He got his hand to it. Oh, this fucking game is
First down. Here's Cousins. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Coleman now. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Say got missions. Anyway.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Room past the 20. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On play action, Allen gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen gonna throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
You're behind me.
As he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play action. Cousins.
You gotta hold that.
Up to Ross. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him and get a good head of steam going.
Fucking hell.
Now he'll let it go deep, right? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Oh, so stupid.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard.
Alright, man. Thanks for the cleanse, bro. For sure, man. Have a good night.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Steve McClendon, credit him for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks. You've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
61, match box.
Here's Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Caught by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get going.
At the 46-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen complete to Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right? The offensive coordinator.
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a 1st down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To the air, Allen Jones has it. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing is Cousins. And it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. It's Coleman here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Fuck him.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. He was going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Off the play fake, Cousins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. It's on Andre Dillard, first-round pick from Washington State. He was the second tackle taken in the draft. He's flagged there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. There's Griffin to throw, escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That is ridiculous.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
He got the fumble back,
like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Cousins now flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw is RG3. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big run there by Jones. 81 yards. So that play flips the field right on its ear. Here's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
At the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Oh, shit. That stupid shit where it couldn't let me pick my play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Nobody's going to react to that shit.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
God damn it.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Throwing, Cousins. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Seven's a mark. Here we go. Seven right there. 36.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll be brought down
Come
at
on,
the
let's go.
23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all.
It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. Cousins the thrower. Drops it off for Coleman. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. To throw is Cousins. This is Coleman with a grab. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Cousins toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off, as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Cigarettes, razor blades, shrimp and lobsters. Shrimp and lobsters were best. They went really fast. And almost all of them were gimmies. I mean, they just gave it up, no problem. They called them Jimmy the Gem.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for Houston. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. They will run again with Coleman. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he locates Walker, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, this is Howard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Falcons. Kenny Stills in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running. Maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to it, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They got a chance to take the lead.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year. On 1st down, Jones. They find some open field here. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. The first throw in overtime now for Cousins. And Walker has it. Knocks him over. A huge play there in overtime. 46 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good luck.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Cousins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here at OT. They're going for it on 4th. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.